viral flare patch, so he is going to have a boost. He's going to be arguably better at doing his job, but Impaler needs to ensure he improves upon his previous Inzam performances because they were not particularly strong. Should start bullying Trundle. We'll see how aggressive he plays it, but you know, it's something we see over and over. We'll get to that in a second as Impaler is coming in the bottom lane. Oh, that's aggressive!
Flash Zenith Blade onto Voidle. I'm not sure if Impaler's going to get involved in this one. There's the exhaust. He does get the dash on towards him. 3 talent strike. Is he going to land enough? I think he wanted to bounce Hjarnan. Meanwhile, SELFIE in the mid lane. He gets pounced on. Febiven does take him down with Santorin. A fantastic back and forth action and a 1-for-1.
And we talk continually playing aggressive. What I like about the Karma pickup is that assuming Hjarnan or Voidle don't get caught by too much direct CC. Oh, look at this. Santorin's going to walk straight into 2 members. I think he's in trouble.
Well, he's dead. There's no way out of that one. I got a question why he went there. They just pinged on Impaler.
Signals how aggressive he wants to be in that lane. And we also see Ionian Boots of Lucidity for SELFIE. So he's going for a lot of cooldown reduction very early on. Mimer, no flash. Here comes Santorin.
Yeah, Santorin stealthing his way in there, gives him that speed boost. Oh, but Mimer has no flash available this time around. He should close the gap. There's the stealth, the ultimate, managing to close that gap down. And a quick taste of fear from Santorin finishes the deal.
So Impaler has of one bad positional mistake. He has done a very good job. I want to talk about SELFIE's build. He's gone for those Ionian Lucidity boots and an Athene's, and he's sitting at 38.7% cooldown reduction. It's slightly different to what we see of mid lane Lulu's, and with a amp time, we'll get into this in a second. I think they're going for MrRaleeZ.
MrRaleeZ is completely deep on this one. You can see Migxa trying to do what he can to support him. Solar Flare goes down. MrRaleeZ is trying to get the lifesteal down. Just not enough. Exhaust comes out from Migxa. Now Impaler joins the party, but you can see Santorin backs away from that one. 3 talent strike bounces Odoamne in there. They're going to try and turn this one out. The Zenith Blade missed when he was walking in a straight line. Not exactly sure how you do that at this level.
SELFIE's getting popped.
Well, SELFIE's going to have to use that wild growth. Febiven all over him, though. He's going to get the resets. Dives back in towards it. SELFIE's in all sorts of trouble, but he does seem the cooldowns are on his favor, and Febiven has to back out.
Yes.
Started to position for this one, and the pink war fight has begun.
So I like Super Hot Crew's straight up 5v5 scenario as long as they are grouped. They are not currently tight enough group for me to liken their chances of getting this dragon. If Cloud9 decide to engage when there are 3 members of Super Hot Crew in the river, Cloud9 have got more burst in single target that they can get through a smaller skirmish squad of Super Hot Crew. So I like the fact that Super Hot Crew have backed away. They're going to regroup, and we'll see how quickly MrRaleeZ rejoins the rest of his team.
And let's not forget, there is that teleport on Odoamne. He's happy to stay in that top lane. Meanwhile, Mimer has to get involved. Impaler gets that 3-talent strike on Santorin. Santorin having to leap away from this one. So that's a lot of damage down.
Ooh.
Speaking of damage, SELFIE just gets exploded there. Doesn't quite go down. There's the Cologne coming out, followed up by the Solar Flare. Febiven goes down. SELFIE does the job.
Very well coordinated by Super Hot Crew. They landed their abilities. They didn't hesitate. The moment Santorin's clearing out that pink ward, you'll notice Migxa's positioning and MrRaleeZ, they could have jumped onto Hjarnan to get the kill, but now the teleport is down for the next 2.5 minutes rather, because it went 2 minutes. Now Super Hot Crew groups up in the mid lane. You see Migxa is zoning 2 members of Cloud9 and they're getting some auto attacks at the top.
Speed and rotations, full effect right now. Cloud9 Eclipse going to try and counter this one. Odoamne now realizing he may be putting himself in a dangerous position. That was almost certainly Hjarnan they focused on, but they'll be happy to cut some damage down towards Odoamne. It is Super Hot Crew now in all sorts of problems. Mimer taking the big damage there. Santorin trying to use that stealth, trying to get his advantage, trying to get in position, trying to get some claws on towards that carry, but it is Super Hot Crew going back in there. There's going to be the ultimate coming out. Odoamne getting focused on. He's taking a hell of a lot of damage for the tankiest member of the game. We proved he hasn't built tank. That's going to be Santorin. He's going to get caught out. 1 kill for the Super Hot Crew. They're trying to get on towards Hjarnan. Hjarnan's going to run for his life. He is the brain of the team, it seems, but this time around, he is going to have to try and use some brawn to get out of that situation.
Super Hot Crew's composition works out flawlessly.
Maybe just double-click the Fiendish Codex by mistake.
But you know what? It could be that simple, right? It could be that simple, and maybe I'm just reading way too much into it. But who knows? Who knows?
Baron is being started, 27 minutes. And, well, we do see Cloud9 moving for this one.
Look how quickly it's going
down.
down.
Not a lot of vision, I've got to be honest, over that pit wall. Now they see that ward going down. They're going to come around. Voidle might get caught out here. Impaler can jump on him. He does get the 3-talent strike. There's the bounce in the air. That is a good cover-off, but Solar Flare is going to stop him in his tracks. And that support Voidle is down.
Yeah, he just got caught out of position. The engage power of Xin Zhao running at you, when you get the movement speed buff from Lulu, which scales on your ability power, you are not going to get away, even with Karma, who is actually very quick. There was an exhaust there for Voidle, he didn't waste it. They might jump on Santorin, there are a lot of dashes. Selfie's going to zone.
Selfie finds him, there's a little poke. They want to take the Baron down this time around. They may have to peel off once again. Baron down half hit points. Febiven is, of course, looking to try and get a good distort. If they group up like that once again, he'll take a big chunk of damage on towards him. He's not too weak. There he goes in towards the pit. The Baron, though, goes across to the Super Hot crew. They're going to try and turn, and they're going to chase. No, I think they're going to be wise to back away.
And again, just control play. More importantly, the benefit that that's going to give you with Face of the Mountain, he now has a 400 hit point shield that he can put onto MrRaleeZ at any given time. MrRaleeZ only has 2,200 hit points, so that is a very, very effective shield. We'll see if it comes into play in this next team fight. As we touched on, vision in the side of Cloud9, I don't think there's enough for Super Hot Crew, but they've got enough to work with as they've got Baron down to about half HP.
Voidle getting the poke in there, Mimer running interference, getting blocked off. There's the Pillar of Ice already being used up here, but this Baron is dropping. Febiven comes across here, he tries to cause problems. There's going to be the Baron going down. That was locked in by Impaler. Now the rest of Cloud9 get decimated by the Super Hot crew. You can see they're trying to capture on towards it. Santorin, he's going to run for his life. That's a double kill being picked up by Mimer. And well, they're just swept aside as the Super Hot crew move towards its top inhibitor turret and maybe try and lock onto Voidle. Oh, the Glitter Lance catches. He's in trouble. That's going to be gifted across. Who will take it? Selfie will finish.
Selfie on Lulu is doing work for the Super Hot crew, but the reason that team fight was so effective is Super Hot crew landed a solar flare that locked up members of Cloud9, who then all got knocked up by the wild growth. If I'm going to be completely pedantic, they stacked it a little much. But the fact that Cloud9 were so tightly knit and so tightly grouped for the steal, Super Hot crew just gave a flawless game one in the series.
Fantastic start to the series. This is a best of 5, remember, but Super Hot crew already looking very confident in this early game. It's a 37-minute victory, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not take too much away from this one, though, because NIP locked down their first game in 35 minutes. And they ended up to lose 3-2. Super Hot crew got to be careful with their confidence as they move into game 2. But it was a very, very strong start from them. Great rotation throughout the game.
I completely agree with you on the confidence point.